history, we know the contemporary times, and yet, because of the impending collapse, with that cycle of money, of the Fed issuing money, that is
Are those Feds bad, Thomas?
It's called funny money. It's called funny money because
Tell me about it.
the dollar is no longer the international currency.
Is that terrible?
Therefore, because of all other currencies being changed to dollars so they can buy goods and services throughout the international community, what we have now is people are creating alliances to buy with their own monies or with gold, or they're creating money.
What was that, Thomas?
Emirates and the Middle East.
Thomas, what was that? Tell me again. Tell Mama.
India just announced they're going to stop using the dollar. That's a big deal.
Yes, they're buying their oil from Iran, and it's done with gold. Now, what's going to happen in America, because of this funny money, and it's a vicious cycle there inside
buddy.
Wall Street.
What's the matter?
The Fed is
What's the matter?
buying worthless T-bills, and they're
Huh?
issuing money
What's the
because
matter?
they bought up all these savings, and and then they're funding the banks with more money.
Thomas,
It's just
look.
a vicious cycle.
Tell Mom.
That's
Tell Mom what's the
suicidal.
matter.
And that's why inflation's going to raise 30% this year alone, versus the 24% under Obama in 3 years.
Really?
So you see, the country's going to become a calamity of chaos. You're going to have
You don't like that,
trucks
Obama?
hijacked on the highway, food trucks hijacked on the highways. It's going to be a dangerous time in America, and it's going to begin at the
You don't
end of
like
this
that,
year.
do you,
Well,
Thomas?
as you know, in
No,
Argentina
me
10
neither.
years ago or 11 years ago, the same thing happened. They were very wealthy, but they had the same
Oh, but you
inflation
like Alex
happening.
Jones?
Yeah, you're always extremely
Yeah?
well-read.
You like
You're always
Alex
up to the
Jones?
minute.
Tail's
The
wagging.
Davos meeting, as you know, the big global banksters are meeting in Europe.
Are you a good
and
boy?
they're actually saying, George Soros and others, that total collapse, worst time in history, worse than when George Soros was even involved as a trader in World War II. He's actually saying that. All these other big bankers are saying that.
Are you done talking?
They've covered up the inflation so far, but you're right, it's now accelerating.
Are you done
and
talking?
Their answer is Homeland Security drills, practicing to lock up the general public, practicing...
You act like you got something more to say. Well, tell me about it.
They were detaining Rand Paul and
Tell me about
Ron
it.
Paul at the airport, and Rush Limbaugh said, well, they don't want war, so they're
It's a big
terrorists.
tongue, Tommy.
He actually
A
said
big
this.
yawn.
So they're sending up trial balloons now to actually use the National Defense Authorization Act on the American
You're not
people.
growling
As
when
you
Alex
said,
Jones is on there.
for decades,
What's that about, huh?
the history,
You like him?
It's true what you're saying.
Do you like him?
Hitler, the British,
Yeah?
all of it, used their
You didn't like the other
concentration
guy?
camp models and their city lockdown models that they've used in Fallujah and Iraq and other areas, was all beta tested here. And now, isn't it fitting in a sick way that everything that was pioneered here in the United States is now going to come back on everybody?
On everybody. And that's why I mentioned that famous saying about deceit. A country founded on deceit will
What
die
was
by
that?
deceit. And
What
this
was
country,
that?
you know, it's a very disparate country.
Oh.
You have the South, you have New England, you
Oh,
have the
Thomas!
United States,
You big meanie, get off the
Great
bed.
Lakes,
Get off the
you
bed.
have Texas,
Off the
you have
bed.
the Southwest,
Good boy.
the West Coast, the Northern Plains, the Southern Plains, etc., etc. We have a very disparate country that's far from really being unified as a nation state.
You're a nut.
Because of our
Yes,
lack
you're
of
a nut.
culture.
You
Now,
okay, Sephiroth?
When we have a lack of culture, there goes the value system.
Really?
And the value system
Really?
in America is one of
Really?
convenience.
Do you want to go outside?
Everyone in America